Top 5 Bands Pete Townshend Hated. Pete Townshend, The Who's iconic guitarist and songwriter, is known not just for his famous windmill guitar style but also for his blunt and often controversial opinions. He's spoken openly about the bands that influenced him, but he hasn't shied away from calling out those he's not fond of. Here are 5 bands Townshend famously disliked. The Beatles. While both The Who and the Beatles emerged from the British rock scene in the mid-1960s, The Who had a raw, rebellious sound compared to the Beatles' polished style. During a 1966 appearance on the BBC's A Whole Scene Going, Townshend criticized the technical quality of pop music at the time, taking a swipe at the Beatles' production quality. He remarked, "When you actually hear the backing tracks of the Beatles without their voices, they're flippin' lousy," shocking many with his blunt critique. Led Zeppelin. Townshend has long expressed his distaste for Led Zeppelin, famously stating, "I haven't liked a single thing that they've done. I hate the fact that I'm ever even slightly compared to them." Despite admiring the band members as people, he found their music unappealing and resented the comparisons between The Who and Zeppelin, especially as Led Zeppelin grew more successful in the heavy rock genre. Townshend even claimed that The Who invented heavy metal with Live at Leeds, 1970, and implied that Zeppelin copied their heavy, hard-hitting sound. The Who, his own band. Surprisingly, Townshend has often expressed disdain for his own band. Despite The Who's success and groundbreaking performances, Townshend has been critical of his bandmates over the years, especially late drummer Keith Moon and bassist John Entwistle. His ongoing feud with lead singer Roger Daltrey has also been well documented, adding to his complex relationship with the band. Townshend's harsh self-criticism suggests he's harder on The Who than on any other group. In a 2014 interview, Townshend discussed Kiss, labeling them as an entirely American phenomenon. He stated that the flamboyant, theatrical style of Kiss could never have originated in the UK or Europe, describing their act as Cream Magazine meets Las Vegas, with a touch of a Mardi Gras. Townshend admitted to being confused by the band's image and stage antics, calling them a parody of rock and expressing skepticism about their use of elaborate disguises. Deep Purple. Townshend has also been vocal about his dislike for Deep Purple's music, despite being friends with the band members. In an interview with Sound International, he shared his frustration at being grouped with bands like Deep Purple in the heavy metal category. He criticized the band's theatrical performances, particularly guitarist Ritchie Blackmore's flashy stage antics. While acknowledging Deep Purple's influence, Townshend remained unimpressed by their music. Let us know in the comments if you agree with Pete Townshend's critiques. Do you think he was right, or did he miss the mark on some of these legendary bands?